Hello, Feuzion Nation. My name is Alex Fuse, the host of Feuzion News. Today is January 3rd, 2017. Once again, Happy New Year, everyone. If you haven't watched my last interview I did with Michael Hurley, he is from CBS Boston Sports. We talked the Patriots, we talked MLB offseason, and much, much more. Be sure to go back and watch my other show, and also hit the subscribe button when you're at it. But first, I have another big interview right now. I am on the phone with Bryce Russo, who is a Dean College student. I have been accepted by Dean College to attend that college this coming September. I am super excited to attend Dean College. So, Bryce, how are we doing tonight?
You're doing great, and thanks for having me on.
Of course, anytime. So, first off, I just want to say thanks again for coming on. And what would be the easiest path for the New England Patriots in this playoffs?
Well, there are multiple ways for the Patriots to succeed in this year's playoffs, but they just need to be accurate. They can't beat themselves, and they just got to maintain a good posture going into the playoffs. They need to have a good tempo, have a good offensive scheme, and especially a defensive scheme, which they struggled with for the first half of the season, but they have improved coming down the stretch here in the regular season.
Do you feel like the Patriots fans should be worried by any specific team in the playoffs?
Well, of course, the obvious answer would be the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I also think the Jacksonville Jaguars can pose a threat. They have a great defense, and they have awesome corners that can challenge the Patriots receivers in the back end, especially A.J. Boye, who they signed from the Houston Texans in the offseason, of course. And obviously with the Steelers, you have to fear their offense because our defense has not been the last few years, of course, having Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown's a big question coming in with the Steelers, especially if he's not as healthy as he is. I don't know how that offense is going to perform for the Steelers, but I think those two teams are the perennial threats to the Patriots going into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's hold the conversation on the playoffs right now. And I have to ask you this question. A few weeks back, the Patriots traded away their backup quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo, away. And I was surprised. I don't know if you were surprised or not by this move. It came at a weird time. It was in the midseason, after all the speculation over the offseason that the Patriots were going to trade away Jimmy Garoppolo. They basically got nothing out of it, just a second-round draft pick. Do you feel like the Patriots made a mistake by trading Garoppolo, or do you think it's all going to work out in the end for the Patriots like it always seems to do?
I think it was a massive mistake for the Patriots to let go of Jimmy Garoppolo. You've got an aging quarterback in Tom Brady, who, yes, he's playing at a high level still, but don't forget, he is 40 years old. We've seen this with previous quarterbacks, Bryce Favre, Peyton Manning. They have a great year going into their 40s, but then they just fall off a cliff like Favre and Manning did. So I don't know when Brady's going to have that happen to him, but hopefully it's not for a couple more years. But getting back to Garoppolo, he's a guy that you could have come in after Brady, kind of like Steve Young did with Montana. Have that guy come in and perform at a high level. And it was very ironic for the Patriots to do this move because Jimmy Garoppolo in the offseason, he was going to be a free agent. And, you know, we don't know if Belichick wanted to re-sign him or not. So we as Patriots fans, we were kind of shocked about it, especially since we didn't get a player back in the deal, especially with how our defense performed earlier in the year. So it was definitely a big shock for the team, but I always have trust in Bill Belichick. I always look at these moves, the Richard Seymour deal or the Jamie Collins deal a couple of years ago, and say, in Belichick we trust, and that's what I'm hoping now.
I definitely agree with you as well. And we'll switch gears and talk some MLB offseason. I, of course, have been covering the Yankees this past few months on Facebook and on Twitter and on my show. Are the Red Sox in hibernation right now?
I think the Red Sox are pursuing deals. They are reportedly trying to go after Eric Hosmer, J.D. Martinez. They need some big bets, especially since the Yankees got Stanton, and now you're going to pair him with Aaron Judge and Sanchez and all that good young talent down in New York. But I think Dave Dombrowski realizing that we need matching power to battle with the Yankees and other AL East opponents with the because Toronto still has Jose Bautista. I know he's a free agent, but they might re-sign him. Baltimore still has that great offense with Davis, Machado, and all those other great players. Tampa Bay, they're kind of drifting off, but they still have some power in that lineup. So I think Dombrowski's looking at it as we need to outpower all these other teams in the AL East, and that's what the Hosmer and JD Martinez rumors are all about for the Red Sox in the offseason.
Mm-hmm. What do you feel like the Red Sox, I almost said the Patriots, the Red Sox need to especially do this offseason?
I think they got to address their starting pitching because Chris Sale, as good as he was, he basically carried them to the playoffs. Without Chris Sale, the Red Sox aren't even sniffing the playoffs. They also need bullpen help. Their bullpen was average last year. They still have Kimbrel as the closer, but they need depth to lead up to Kimbrel next season. And, of course, the additional power bats in the lineup. You need to get a guy like a JD Martinez or Eric Hosmer to boost that lineup in order to compete with some of the better lineups in the AL.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you with that. So if the Red Sox sign a big bat like Martinez, something similar like that, where do you see the MLB season going next year? The Yankees, as someone that is covering this Yankees team, I was super excited when the Yankees traded to get Stanton, but they're also trading away all of their contact hitters. Chase Headley, Starlin Castro were huge when everyone else in the lineup can basically hit home runs. I mean, you have Didi Gregorius in there, and Sanchez, hits doubles and singles here and there, but Headley, Castro, and a few other guys are basically the only contact hitters that can move guys around on base, and all the other guys are just hitting home runs and striking out. So where do you see the standings going with this American League East in the 2018 season?
I look at it as the Yankees and the Red Sox division, not only because of the power lineups that they could potentially have going into the season, but I think that they're just the better overall teams in the division. Yes, I did say that Baltimore and Tampa Bay and Toronto have stellar lineups and pretty proficient lineups, but their pitching, bullpen are major issues going to next season, of course. And if the Red Sox address what they need to do, and the Yankees already have established players, I think those teams are going to be battling out to the AL East and potentially for the AL crown going into the 2018 MLB season.
Mm-hmm. I definitely agree. And before we wrap up this interview, Bryce, I am attending Dean College next year. What is your favorite part about going to school at Dean College?
Well, Dean has a variety of opportunities for students to interact with, and for me, mostly the radio station and the communications department is what led me to Dean College, what got my interest in it from the start. We have awesome professors that take their time to give you the proper information you need in order to succeed in the field. And I participate in numerous events. I commentate most of the sporting events except lacrosse, but we got to work on that. And just the overall atmosphere of the students that I work with and my colleagues that I work with, we just have a great chemistry and we work very well together, and I love working with each and every one of them and bringing new people in order to help put the college on a bigger map and a bigger scale.
Mm-hmm. I definitely, and I can't wait to join you down at Dean College. And it's just a few months away, Bryce, just a few months away.
Absolutely. We can't wait to see you, Alex.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and I hope to have you on anytime to talk, hopefully, some good Patriot news in the next coming weeks. And, of course, we got baseball starting up in just a few weeks, if you think about it.
Absolutely. Looking forward for it.
Yes, definitely. Thanks again, Bryce, for coming on Feuzion News today. I appreciate it.
No problem. Take care, Alex.
You too. All right, Fuse Nation, just heard it from Bryce and Michael Hurley tonight. We talked the Patriots, we talked the Red Sox, we talked the Yankees, we talked Dean College, we talked so many great things. And if you want to hear more great things, then go watch all the 450 plus interviews I have done from 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, and now 2018. Thanks so much, Feuzion. Be a subscriber, like the video, hit the share button, hit the follow button on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, all over social media, all over the world. Thank you, Feuzion, for watching, and I will be seeing you very soon. Thanks for watching, and be kind to one another.